It's another Sunday, and you know what that means. Yet another Labour MP squirming on live TV, failing to answer the simplest of questions. At this point, it's almost like clockwork. Every time they step in front of the camera, they seem to dig themselves deeper into a hole, dodging straightforward questions and turning the entire interview into an embarrassing spectacle. In today's video, we'll be diving into the latest car crash of an interview. Brace yourselves, this one is particularly painful to watch. So, without further ado, let's take a look at this mess. Viewer discretion is advised. Second-hand embarrassment guaranteed.
And the Chancellor says, we wiped the slate clean, we're not coming back for any more tax rises. Is that still true?
Well, when the Chancellor speaks, she speaks for government, and my job is to make sure that I put her words into action. So I'm keeping a tight grip on my own department so that we don't have to come back with the additional pressures. Now, look, just look at what we're doing, Trevor. Over the summer, we got everything out into the open. At the autumn budget, the Chancellor reset our finances, she fixed the foundations, and now I am sitting here on the cusp of announcing an investment programme into our country that is going to get our infrastructure upon which we will build the economy of the future.
I want to come to that.
For the simple reason, we do not accept the vice-lock grip, the cul-de-sac that the previous administration drove us into, where the only choices were on the back of high tax, low growth, was whether you cut or whether you raise taxes.
I know you guys
have to get growth into the economy.
I know you guys want to take us back into the history of the Conservative Party in government and all of that.
Well, we're living still.
Let's just talk about what you are doing. The point is that the Chancellor said that when she spoke here, that she was wrong before the election to say that there wouldn't be more taxes and so on, because she didn't know it all. So actually, you didn't have it all out in the open. After the budget, she came in and she said there will be no more tax rises. Now, the point I'm really trying to get at here is, was it an error when she brought forward the budget to impose the tax rises, to give us the doom and gloom message? Because what's happened since then is that there's been no growth. Inflation is rising very slightly, and business is unimpressed. Was the budget a mistake?
Because of the budget, I am able to sit here today and start the process of unveiling a radical reform of the way our country is structured. We will build the foundations of the digital infrastructure going forward, and into the future, digital infrastructure is going to sit alongside gas and electricity for the importance it has for our country. No, Trevor, listen, it is important because
you'd answer the question I asked.
I am answering the question.
Was the budget, were the tax rises a mistake, as most business organisations are telling you?
If we hadn't had that budget, I could not be sitting here talking about an investment programme that will get our country fit for the future and in the areas where growth is going to come from. We inherited our finances where we had a massive black hole, we had unfunded spending commitments. We have fixed those foundations.
Sorry to interrupt you, you told me this 5 times now.
No, but
and they know that. They've heard that. And what are you saying to them about now?
What they haven't heard is our investment programme, which I am here talking about for the very first time. Nobody has heard about the sovereign AI unit, which will be bringing together the constituent elements that we see in Silicon Valley, which we have in our country, if only they were coordinated, if only they had a champion.
My point is, you're not even going to get a hearing if you don't confront this. Look at the growth rates. The Americans are nearly 1%. Look at where we are, 0% with Italy. Unless you actually confront that, no matter how many promises you make about what you're going to do, that's the reality that the markets are looking at.